So now today we will start on the first topic of this course, right? That is your, we can say, the basics of digital electronics, right? Your unit name is your basics of digital electronics, right? So basically in this unit we are going to cover basically various things. First thing we are cover actually several things you already studied in your class 12th, right? So we are so I am covering all those things. So first topic in this course or in this chapter is basically your Boolean algebra. Maybe some of you already covered this part in your mathematics or in some other syllabus, right? So Boolean algebra. Second thing we will cover, that is your K-map, right? Later on I will tell you what is the meaning of K-map and why it is used. Next topic in this chapter is basically your logic gates, right? Maybe you all are familiar with the like various gates, for example, NOT, NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, and so on, right? Then we will discuss the number system, and in the number system we will discuss the various codes used to define the numbers and their data representation. So these things we are going to cover in this chapter, basics of digital electronics, right? So first is your Boolean algebra. Okay. So actually this term Boolean algebra is invented by a scientist named the George Boole in 1854. Right? 1854 by the George Boole. Right? So actually this Boolean algebra consists of a special type of mathematics in which it involves the various variables. Right? How to minimize the variables. Right? This is the main approach in this we can say mathematics, right? So for examples, you know the about the variables, right? Any like number, right? X, Y, Z, X may be 1, 2, 3 like this, right? But here in the digital electronics, here the number means 0 or the 1, right? Here generally in the positive logic, 0 represent your off state or the 0 state. For example, there are the two levels of a voltage, right? One is your 0 volt, second one is your 5 volt, right? So there are two type of logic in the digital electronics, positive logic and the negative logic, right? So I will tell you what is the difference between these two. First, here at this stage you should know, in the positive logic 0 volt is defined by a number that is 0, right? While the 5 voltage is defined by a number that is 1, right? So in the digital electronics only we are defining any variables with these 0 and the 1s, right? There are one third quantity also that is called the X. X is basically a don't care condition, right? Don't care condition means it will not affect your circuit, means your X may be 0 or the 1, right? These are the three things mainly used to define the variables in the digital electronics. Clear? So in the Boolean algebra, so the purpose of your Boolean algebra, K-map, right, and the third method is QM method, Quine-Mikulski method. The aim of these methods or these things is to minimize a function, right? Minimize a function that consists of various variables. For examples, such a function x plus y. This function consists of two variables, right? One is x, second one is y. Clear? So the Boolean algebra or the K-map method is used to simplify the complex variables, right? So generally Boolean algebra is used to simplify an expression which has maximum three variables, right? If any expression which have more than three variables, then it becomes very complex to solve that expression using the Boolean algebra, right? That's why we are saying up to three variables we are using the Boolean algebra to solve that particular or to minimize that particular expression, right? And here in the Boolean algebra, all the variables are defined by 0 and the 1s, right? we can't use don't care condition in this Boolean algebra. Clear the thing? Don't care condition can be used in the K-map, right? So that's why I'm not going into the detail of this don't care at this stage. When we will discuss about the K-map, then I will tell you, right? So for the Boolean algebra is used, Boolean algebra is used when the maximum number of variables are 3, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, right? But if there are more than 3 variables, then generally we are using the K-map because it is very simple, or it is the simple approach, right? But if in the Boolean algebra, if the number of variables are 4, 5, then it becomes a little bit complex. That's why we are using the K-map to solve the higher number of variables, right? Clear the thing? Now we will discuss the various theorems generally we are using, right? So first, you all know about the NOT gate, right? You all know about the NOT gate, right? This is the symbol for the NOT gate, right? So NOT gate means if the input is A, what is the output? Output is A bar, right? Clear? This is simple NOT gate, right? For in second verse, if we can say if input is 0, output is 1. If input is 1, output is 0, right? So now the NOT operation theorem is, so generally this A bar means not A, right? This bar means not A, right? So A bar to second bar, then what is this? So suppose if this one extra NOT gate is applied here, then what is the output? Output is A, right? If 0 is given here output is 1, and if the 1 is given here to the next NOT gate, output is 0, right? So we can say A bar to the bar, it is basically your A, right? This is your NOT theorem. Clear? Second one is your AND. You all know about the AND gate, how we can represent the AND gate. This is your AND gate, right? So in the AND gate, if both inputs are 0, 0, right? This is 1, this is 2 input AND gate. If the both inputs are 0, 0, what is the output? What is the output? Output is also 0. So NAND gate is generally, I can say, it is A, it is B. So AND gate is A dot B, right? So if both inputs are 0, 0, what is the output? If one input is 1, then what is the output? In other case, is 0, and if both inputs are 1, 1, what is the output? Output is 1, right? So this is your AND operation, right? Now the AND operation theorem is, see, the meaning of these theorems is generally we will use all these theorems to solve the expression using the Boolean algebra, right? So for the Boolean operations, we are using all these theorems, right? So AND operation theorem is here A dot A. What is the output of this thing? A dot A means both the inputs are same, like 0, 0. What is the output in that case? Why 0? What happened in this case if A is 1, 1? So if both inputs are same, then output is also same. Right now, A dot A, that is equal to A. If A is 0, 0, output is 0. If A is 1, 1, output is 1, right? Clear? So what we can say, if A dot 1, what is output in that case? Right? These are general theorems, right? If A dot 1, if A is 0, what is the output? 1. If A is 1, right? If A is 1, what is the output? 1, right? So A, A is the output. When anything and with 1, then output is that anything, right? Clear? Now what is the output in this case? Yeah, yeah. Fine. Now what is the output in this case? Both the inputs are opposite. Both the inputs are opposite, 0 1 1 0, 0 1 1 0, then output always 0, right? This is your AND operation theorem. Clear? Third one is OR operation. You all know about the OR gate. This is y equal to a plus b, right? This is OR operator, right? So what happens if both the inputs are 0 plus 0? What is the output? What is the output? 1 plus 1. 1 plus 2 always 1. XOR, this OR of two ones. It is not 0, it is 1. Right? We are not doing the summation of these things, right? This is OR operator, 1 plus 1. Right? It is always 1. Clear? Means A is high, B is high, output is also high in this case. Right? Clear? So this is your OR operation. Now OR operation theorem. Now what is the output in this case? A plus A. If both inputs are same, right? Then output is also same. So A plus A is A. Now A plus 0 is what? A plus 0 is C. A plus, for example, this is A is 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Right? If A is 0, 0 plus 1, then clear? So it is your A plus 0. Right? It is always A. Now A plus 1. Now tell me. A plus 1. A is 0, output is 1. If again A is 1, here in this case output is 1, so it is always 1. Right? Now the next case A plus A bar. Now what is the output? Right? So this is OR operation theorem we will use in the Boolean algebra. Right? Clear? So these are general theorems we are going to use in the Boolean algebra. Without these theorems, you can't simplify the expression. Clear? So now the problem is you have to minimize this AB bar plus AB. This is one simple expression. You have to minimize this expression using Boolean algebra. Right? So now, so first of all, in the digital electronics, there are two type of forms. One is your SOP. What is the second form? Do you know? Yeah, POS. So SOP means sum of product. POS means product of, right? So this is SOP form or the POS form. So this is SOP form, sum of product, right? So sum of this is one product term, this is second product terms, and the sum of these product terms. So this is your SOP form, right? In the product of sum forms means there are the two sum forms, for example this and this, right? So the product of this is your POS form, right? So in the SOP form, basically these these terms, this combine A, these each separate variables, for example A, B bar, these are called the literals. You can note down these terms. These are called the literals. Literals means A, B bar, right? B, these are the literals. Okay, and this is your min terms. There are the two terms in the digital electronics, min terms and the max terms. Min terms is generally used for the SOP forms, while the max terms we are using for the POS forms. What is the meaning of min terms? What is the meaning of min terms? Generally, SOP form is used when the expression is 1, output of that expression is 1, right? I will tell you the exact meaning of these things. Means, for example, there is a truth table 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. For example, there is any function or any circuit which gives the output, for example 1 1 0 0, right? I am taking any random output, right? So for these outputs 1 and 1, we are using the SOP forms, or we are representing this one output with the SOP forms, while this 0 0 we are using the POS form, right? So the terms which are used in the SOP forms are called the min terms. So here there are the two min terms, AB bar and the AB, right? These are two min terms, or min terms are basically your number of product terms involved in the SOP form, right? Clear? Now, how you can minimize this function AB bar plus AB? Now again come back to our question. How you can minimize this term? So we have to take A common from this, and inside this it becomes B plus B bar, and from this theorem, you know, it is 1, right? So the output is 1. Sorry, A, right? Clear? So here we are saying the variable B is your redundant variable, right? B is your redundant variables, right? Means which are reduced when we are going to solve this expression, or when we are going to minimize this expression, and we can say Y is independent of B, right? Clear? So now this term AB bar plus AB, how many literals are there in this? These questions can be asked in your objective type like quiz, right? How many literals in this? So basically the number of literals, I am asking the number of literals. I am not asking the what are the literals in this. I am asking the number of literals. There are the 4 literals in it, right? So 1 2 3 4, right? These independents, yeah, if we are saying which are the literals, then we can say A, B and B bar. These are the literals. But here the number of literals in this expression is 4. 1 2 3 4, right? Clear? So don't get confused. Okay, the correct answer is 4 literals. Means each terms, each independent variables, whether it is repeated, right? Then we have to count it that variables also. Clear? Okay, so next problem is, yeah, you have to find the minimum number of NAND gates that is required to implement this logic function. If this type of statement is asked, minimum number of NAND gate required to implement this function, then how to proceed the things? So first, if minimum word is there, then first thing is you have to minimize that particular expression, right? So how you can minimize this expression? So from seeing this expression, it is clear that if we take this AB common, then inside it becomes C plus C bar, and C plus C bar is 1, right? So by seeing the expression, you should know which things we have to take the common, right? So here we can take AB common, C plus C bar is inside, right? This is your 1 as per your theorem, right? And now the remaining one is AB plus AB bar, right? What is the next step? What is the next? Again, we will take the common, right? What is the inside? B plus B bar, and what is this? B plus B bar is 1. So we can write A. So Y is equal to A here, right? So What is the number of NAND gates required to implement this function? 0, right? So the correct answer is 0. Means 0 gate is required. Means it is only one variable, right? There is no function, no anything involved in it, no operator is involved in it. So number of NAND gates required to implement this function is 0. Right? I can give the options in this objective type, for example 1, 2, 3. So we have to mark the correct answer 0. Clear? You have to minimize this expression, right? This is which expression, SOP or the POS? So this is your POS expression. Product of sum. These are two sum terms and the product of these two sum terms, right? So this is what? Min terms or the max term? This is your max term, right? So how many max terms are there? 2, right? Clear? Now, how you can proceed the things? How you can minimize this expression? So first, so by seeing itself this, at this stage you don't know how to carry out the things and what is the output. So next I will tell you the exact shortcut to solve this kind of like examples. First, we'll complete describe these examples, right? So first we will multiply this a with this term, right? So if you multiply a with this term, so a dot a, what is a dot a? The next a dot c, right? Next b dot a, next bc, right? Clear the thing? Now what is a dot a? A AC plus AB plus BC, right? Now next thing is, yes, so we can take a common from A, from all these three expression it becomes, sorry, right? Clear? So what is this? 1 plus anything, 1 plus anything. So 1 plus anything is 1, right? So A plus BC. Can it further be minimized? No, right? If we expect it, then again it comes to this, right? So the here in this particular examples, basically this is POS form and this is the SOP form. This is SOP form of this expression. Clear? SOP form of this expression, right? Clear? Now for these kind of expressions, I'm going to tell you directly the shortcut. If there are these kind of expression, means first literal is same, right? First literal is same and the second literal of this product max terms are different, right? So we can directly write the first expression plus the product of this second literals, right? This is the way to convert this SOP to POS to SOP form, right? For examples, I am giving you one second examples. Now what is the SOP form of this, right? So there is no need to solve, no need to solve this complete expression directly. This is the SOP form, right? Now tell me, what is the output of this? So the exact output is A plus B into A plus C. So this circuit generally we are saying two level OR AND circuit. What is the meaning of two level OR AND circuit? This is two level circuit, right? So actually why it is called the two level, basically, see, this is your one level, this is your second level, right? So generally in the digital electronics, see, this is one type of gates. This is OR gate. Means this first level consists of OR gate. Means all the gates in digital electronics have some delay, right? Means if the A and B input is given, then we get this output after some nominal time, right? After some minimal time, right? So we are saying both these OR gates, here we are assuming both these OR gates have the same delay, right? So that's why it is called the first level. Similarly, this is second type of gate, right? AND gate, right? So it has the different delay from this. If these inputs are given A, B, A, C, right? So after that minimal time, for example, these OR gates have 2 nanosecond, right? So after 2 nanosecond, we will get the outputs here and here, right? Right? And if the AND gate, for example, have the 3 nanosecond, so after 3 nanosecond, right, means total after 2 plus 3, 5 nanosecond, we will get this output. See, all the gates in digital electronics have some minimal delay, right? So here I am saying both OR gates have the 2 nanosecond, right? So if the input is given A, B and AC, then at these nodes, after how many seconds we will get the output? These nodes, we can say the nodes Y dash and Y double dash. After how many seconds we will get this Y dash and Y double dash? 2 nanosecond, and we will get this output after how many seconds? We will add this 3 plus 2 na, right? Those input से output total count कर रहे हैं, right? So total 5 nanoseconds. So this is your first level. In the first level, both these OR gates are operated. In the second level, this AND gate is operated. So that's why it is called the two level OR AND circuit, right? And this is your POS form. So two level AND OR circuit generally represent your POS form. Understand now? Now this is one AND gate. This is second OR gate. Now, what is the output? This is the output. This is what form? SOP form or the POS form? SOP form. So, can I say this is two level AND OR circuit? Can I say this thing? Can I say this thing? This is one level AND this is second level OR, right? And this is what? SOP form, right? So I can ask two level AND OR circuit represent which form? SOP form or the POS form? You have to give me the answer SOP form, right? So now one more example we will do quickly. So what is the output of this? What is the minimal expression of this? Right? So we can take A common from or directly we can write A plus B dot B bar. है ना, previously मैंने shortcut बताया था, from that shortcut directly we can write this thing. So this is your A. Now in this expression we can directly write A bar B dot B bar. This is your 0, right? So this is A bar. So A dot A bar is what? 0, right? Clear? Now this is your home assignment question. Right, you have to minimize this thing. Clear? So directly it is seen. Okay, I am going to solve this. Okay, directly seen, which one we have to take common? In these two terms, na? Right? So x plus y, what is inside now? Basically this thing, na? X plus y, second one is x plus y bar, right? This is this thing, na? Basically complete. If you represent this thing x plus y or x plus y bar, right? So what is this? Only x plus y we can write, right? Na? And what is the second term? Second term is this. This is right or wrong? So if we solve further solve, I am not going to solve now step by step because already we did a lot of examples. Now the right answer of this is right YZ bar, right? Clear? Okay, now I am going to tell one more theorem, that is called the distribution theorem. Distribution theorem. Can you please tell me the distribution theorem? If there are the three variables which are like in this form a plus b dot c, then we can write in the distributed form a plus b into a plus c, right? Or we can say this is SOP to POS conversion. This is your distribution theorem. Special name is given and that name is called the distribution theorem. Clear? For examples, a plus a bar, what is the output of this? We can directly, using distribution theorem, we can directly write a plus b bar, and then what is a plus a bar? A plus a bar is 1, right? So answer is a plus b bar, right? Clear? So similarly, we can solve this type of like problems, right? This is all about today lecture. So students, if you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can send me a mail or you can contact me directly. So for more video update, please subscribe this channel, fine, so that every information regarding your course or regarding this digital electronics lectures you can get easily, fine. Thank you for your attention.